What's up, guys? Nethervvoid here with more daily World of Tanks subscriber replays for you. And today I wanted to do a little bit of a higher tier tank since I've been doing quite a few lower tiers. This isn't really that spectacular of a game sent to me here by Lord Kinev, but it does show. Okay, it shows a couple cool things to do on this map. This is Malinovka, or Kampanovka as people like to call it. It was the first map ever created, I believe, in this game. Pretty sure that they said that. But remember I said in a couple videos back that you got to be careful in this. Now, he looks like he's going hill right here, but nobody else is going hill. There's basically friendlies are camping base. But there's an early push, it looks like, down on the south there from the enemy toward the base. And boom! Taking advantage of the IS-8 scouting right there to take some early hits on these guys. But remember, look where that E1 is. The T-54 E1 is at D4. That's a really great spotting position, and so is this one right here where Lord Kinev is. These spots are really great for spotting like this whole east side of the map, the northeast side of the map here. It can be very dangerous for enemy team trying to skirt through the inside of the map there, hugging the lake. Not a great spot to be if these guys are posted up. Now, this is a very exposed position. Doesn't seem to get spotted here, but man, this is really exposed. I would not want to sit here too long because you don't have any cover to help you out. And he agrees. He's going to go get up in some bushes here. These bushes are perfectly positioned for this scout, this kind of scout positioning. And these high-tier mediums are really, in my opinion, the best scouts in the game. They don't have the same advantages of an actual scout at this tier, but they can also be used to, do their main role, which is support damage and, flanking and doing things like that. Whereas the scout tank with no real DPS or really low pen does not have the same kind of advantages. So here's that same IS-8. He does get spotted there. But if you are going to be using these high-tier mediums to scout with, you really do need the commander skill where you can, Sixth Sense. Because you need to know when you've been spotted, because it's going to happen a lot more often, and you need to get out of that situation. It's more, you can't do as much passive scouting in these kind of tanks. It's more active. See how he keeps moving around, staying in cover, kind of popping over spot, popping back. That's kind of how you have to do this high tier. So his turret's turned all the way around. Boom! Perfect opportunity to hit him right into the, really all back into that turret, and the loader and the gunner sit, and also the ammo rack. Really a great opportunity to screw that tank up. So the 12-ton went over the hill, and I thought for sure that was going to be a death sentence, but I thought what he was trying to do was just scout and then jam out of there. But none of the enemy team went to the hill. So looks like most of them are camping base, with some of them pushing on the friendly base here, and just a couple guys being over on this north side, if you can even call it north, to handle everybody else. Fail enemy team, which is really the real reason Lord Kinev has a great game here. But it is what it is. I want to show games from all people. All subscribers should have a chance to get their replays up. And I really wanted to show you the initial positioning he took was really, in my opinion, probably the best thing he could do on this map as a T-54. So IS-8 or IS, he's getting some nice support damage on this IS while the 1375 circles in here. Boom! Great teamwork right there. Really great teamwork. So it looks like he's still advancing on the cap. He knows there are tons of enemies in that. Well, I mean, if he has the mods I do, he knows there are tons of enemies in that base. Like, tons. You can look. It's like, you can't even see all the enemies. But look at that. The enemy team did make it around the south and into the friendly base. We got some problems here. Tiger P trying to handle this 1375 and the other light tank that's over there. Getting raffle stomped here by Lord Kinev. Obviously, in the T-54 is going to be stomping a Tiger P. But Tiger P, you're not doing anything, buddy. Boom! You're out of the game. Captain Thor out of the game. And another enemy goes down. Lord Kinev finally actually realizing, hey, I need to RTB. I should not be over here attacking the friendly base. I really need to RTB. And it was a little bit late in doing that. Probably trying to help out those two light tanks. But, you can't help everybody. You got to pick. It's like triage. You got to figure out which situation is You can, which situation's kind of a no-win situation in which you can hopefully help. So he comes back to take out the enemy team here. Misses because the guy is actually quite hidden behind that little berm or whatever it was. So he's trying to keep his gun firing. That's really what you want to do when you're a support tank like this. IS-3 at full health, yeah, I'll take that. Critical hit. Now the IS-3 is one of those Russian Bounconium style tanks where they've basically, even though it has low armor on paper, the side of this tank is like almost impenetrable, it seems like sometimes. You have to hit it in choice spots. In some spots, it basically sucks up any shell that gets in. It black holes the shell that you fire. And in other shots, it's really weak. A lot of the Soviet tanks have that kind of an armor layout. I really don't think it's appropriate. Yeah, that might be how you know, these blueprints were. And yes, space armor and all that stuff was supposed to work that way, but it just feels like that kind of a layout gets an unusual advantage in this game. Whereas straight up armor thickness doesn't seem to matter that much. Like, you get these tanks with really no armor, and they're tanking. You know, it's like they're tanking like a Tiger II in the front. And you're like, how is this even possible? Well, it's because you have to shoot at into such a tight spot to even damage the tank in the actual armor it has on paper. It's just like, it's not going to happen that way easily. So Centurion 7-1, these guys are kind of working Lord Kinev over. He's by himself with 5 tanks. These guys should be just dominating him. He's only got 700 hit points left. They're not even moving, and they can't hit him. And sitting in the cap, not a good idea. They should have taken better positions against Lord Kinev, and they should be trying to flank him. They got 8 minutes left. They should just pull back and hide and let those TDs come onto the backside of Lord Kinev, or maybe back up, let Lord Kinev come into the cap a little bit, and those TDs can come across the field and try to get flank shots on them. But, you know, again, enemy team, you know, is enemy team, and it's random, and you're not going to get a lot of teamwork in that. So, takes out the 3 attackers. Now just looking for those defenders. Going to drive back to base here. Plenty of time, 7 minutes on the clock. There they are, trying to cross like I said they should. But the attackers just not doing a good job helping these guys out by pulling back enough to give these guys a chance to get across the field. So again, not using that the teammate position to your advantage. So now they know where he is. I mean, they're getting hit on the side here. They just haven't spotted him yet. So, boom! And, oh, there he finally gets spotted. German TD already goes down. This is really just a battle of attrition now that Lord Kinev has shots on this 15A, because even though the 15A can pen him, it's really unlikely that he's going to be able to kill him. The 15A is probably just going to get handled right here. If Lord Kinev gets killed by this guy, I don't know. This great game is for naught. 5,600 damage so far, 7 kills. Really an awesome game, and going sideways because he's not sure where he's going to be. He probably thinks he's coming around him. Now he knows he's getting shot in the side again. I don't know what he's doing now. Is he trying to run for cover or something? We'll see if he got a hit there, because his hit points would be a lot lower. So Lord Kinev's just going to crawl up in these bushes. There he is. Yes, he did hit him. And that's the game. Lord Kinev having a great game. Again, send your awesome replays into dgnetsubmissions@gmail.com, and I will check them out. And as always, daily video will be coming tomorrow as well. And stay frosty, fellas.